Leos, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading going from the 4th to the 10th of November. It's so good to be outside. It's not the best of weather today, but it's been so heavy over here. I don't know about wherever you are. It's been difficult to keep a smile on the face, as it were. So, it's good to be outside again. Have you seen the energy update? There has been an X-flare that's come off the sun. So I don't think there's much in the way of projection and the CME coming in our direction. A little bit of a one, but nothing too major. And we'll be going into that a little bit later on, combining the energies that are coming in, the prana and the chi energy, into your flower according to your elements. So we're going to be pulling some cards on the messages coming in from the energies into your life. Okay, but in the meantime, we're going to pull up the Astroflower and we're going to get a few messages from your Astroflower and pull a few tarot cards. So let's see what's going on for you this week here, Leo. Okay. We're very passionate. On the relationship side, it's almost as like you've got a bee in your bonnet here, Leo. I feel a bit of frustration as well. And it's like you can see the solution clearly, but the people around you just don't get it. That's the sort of sensation I get, and it's more connected, I think, to the past, something that's happened in the past. So it could have been a situation with a past partner, or family members or friends or so forth, and they just don't get it, and it seems to be annoying you because you want to move on. And there's this desire to move on to something that's much greater, better, and so forth. On your financial side, this is much more measured. But in fact, I think it's really enjoyable, your financial side. I think there's it seems to be talking to people. You want to communicate. You want to, if you're looking for a job or looking to progress your career path or your business or what have you, you want to get out there and get involved. That's what is inside you, and it's almost a good. I'm not sure if it's a distraction from what's going on in your relationship side, but it seems a little bit like that in a way. It's a good thing. You get the 4 of Wands. Yes, you are ready to go to the next dimension, into the next stage of your life, and that, I think, is what's causing the frustration. I want to see what's going on here on the relationship side, because it is tied in between the 4 of Wands. There's 4 Wands in the background, and they're celebrating because it's the coming together of two plans, your plan and somebody else's. And this could be on a romantic level. This could also be in a job. So it could be a case of you getting a job. That's very, very feasible out of it. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side here. It's almost as if, like, that person, it's almost as if like you're proposing to someone, they're kind of sort of saying, I don't know, it's going to change all the paperwork, it's got to, there's a lot of legalities to do, there's complications, and it's not because they don't want to, it's because it just seems a lot of administration that they just don't want to deal with, sort of thing. It's not a lack of love, that's not what I get. But it's more of a case of that, and there's the desire for you maybe to get into that, and it could be a case here of, say, like someone in the past here. This is for some other people. Someone in the past you've made a proposition. This could be with friends, family, or community, or so forth. You've made a proposition, and they just didn't come through with the goods, and you felt a little bit jilted maybe from someone in the past. That's very well possible, but there is this excitement that comes out of it, this determination to go into something new, and it could well be a case of you do want to propose to someone. It could be you actually talking to yourself, sort of saying, I don't know if I want to do the paperwork and stuff like that. You could be in the position of reticence in regards to a relationship. Let's just see. That's what I get, sort of like coming out on the karmic path there, and the messages on it, and the past and what have you. In the universe, connection to the universe. All I'm getting is, and girls just wanna have fun. Was that Cyndi Lauper? It's like you just want to have fun. It's just like, you know, it's like, I don't want it to be too serious. I just want to have fun, and being fun is being in love and getting married and all that romantic stuff and so forth. It could well be a bit of that in your future self. Yeah, there's a very traditional aspect to all of this. You want things to be finalised. You want it to be, moving to the next stage, and that's what that Four of Wands is all about. And I see marriage and stuff like that, and it may not necessarily be marriage. It may be moving in with someone. That may be as much as it is, or it's just opening up a relationship with someone. It's getting it over that hurdle, as it were, that first sort of, that one hurdle, and then you're up to the next step, as it were. In the future self, be careful of your frustrations. Be careful of your own frustrations that are within you, because it could actually, it could cause you a little bit of damage that you don't want to have to repair. It'd be a waste of your time. So just be a little bit wary of that frustration that is from within, more than anything else. Let's just have a look and see what's going on in the cards. Yeah, it's on your karmic path. You've got the Five of Cups here. There is this idea of going from one thing to another, and it could be about that disappointment in the past that someone done you wrong, and you want to move on. You want to move on to these two cups here that are bringing in the good stuff. That's bringing you back into alignment with who you are, really. And it's on your karmic path to do that, and it's almost as if like your karmic path is sort of saying, you can't we can't control other people around us and make their minds up for them. So you got to make up your mind, and you got to follow your path. And it can be frustrating because you might be able to see how good it is. And look at that, you got the Three of Cups in the universe. You just want to go out there and have fun. This is what you want to replace those two cups with. There's something holding you back here to enjoying life and enjoying life. There's something that's holding you back on the relationship side, some sort of thing. Is in the past you get the King of Swords. Apparently you've made a judgment. You've made it clear to yourself. This is what this is what I want. You want look at this, you got the Three of Cups, Four of Wands and Five of Cups. Real sort of progressional stuff here going on. There's a lot of progressional stuff as we're going into that transition of energies. If you haven't seen the energy update, please do go and have a look at it. It's all about the transition. And you have a clear vision that's already come into you, and I think that clear vision is about that. So regarding of how you want your relationships to be, how you want the connection to be with another person. And this is where I think, you've come to that judgment. It's come clear for you. And then you get the Four of Pentacles out in the future. Okay, Four of Pentacles is holding on to something too tightly. Now that could be that frustration side of it all. She's clasping hold of these Four Pentacles there. There is a case here as well to sort of say she's going into that town there, and she's going to be spending her money wisely. And I think what it's doing is through maybe a case that someone's just not making a decision around you, and it's like you're waiting around for them to make a decision. And it's like there's one aspect that sort of says, I'm not waiting around anymore. There's another aspect of sort of going, I'm going to wait around, I'm going to hang on, I'm going to hang on, I'm going to hang on. And I'm not sure hanging on is a good thing for you. Okay? But it's also a case of, there could be a case of the frustration where you're holding on and just going to go, no, it's got to be like this, it's got to, and it's letting go of that idea and allowing it to just dissolve for the time being and come back in the future maybe for you. Let's just see what the lessons with that frustration is all about. It is to do with love. As I said, I don't think it's lacking of love in this sort of situation at all. And the funny thing is, the lovers is the sixth card out of that. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a real progression here. I think it's good for you if you've decided something about a relationship, then I would follow that decision. If you've decided that you love this person and that you want to live with this person, or you want to ask this person out, or go on a date, or open up, a romantic interlude, as it were, or even with family and friends, if you've decided something about the connection with your family and friends and what have you, I would stick to that. Keep that in mind. And even if someone turns around to you and says, no, I'm not going to do that, that's when you got to sort of rise above the emotions of kind of go, what do you mean you don't want to do that? Come on, man, it'd be great fun. Rather than going into it like that, just kind of go, oh, okay, no worries. But I think I'm going to do it. So, if you want to be there, it'd be absolutely brilliant. If you don't want it, fine, no worries. Real sort of take and leave it sort of situation. Have that wisdom of the King of Swords come through and help you, really amazingly. Let's see what's going on your financial side. Making a go of something. It might be a case that you got a new job some time ago, or you've been in a job and got a promotion some time ago. I don't mean ages, but not yesterday. Or you started your business and what have you, and it's now you're getting this pivotal point within your karmic path, which is okay. That basic or that foundation is set up. Now let's move on to the next stage. That's what's coming up in the karmic path, as it were. The sort of things that you need to experience or engage with on the karmic path. And then from the universe is bringing a lot in here. And this is bringing it into that 4 of Wands. And this is where I think communication is key. It's possible that you're going to meet someone this week, or do business with another company or another entity, whatever it is. It's like another one entity and another entity. Now this could be on a physical sort of one-to-one persons, or this could be business to business. Whatever it is, or project to project, whatever it is, there's something coming in like a proposition for you. And yeah, you've set up, you should have done, I think you've done the good hard work, the foundations already of one aspect of it now. And now you're bringing in to build to the next stage, as it were. And it's good work. And I wouldn't worry about what you've done. I would rely on your good work. And there's a deal being made. There's a shaking of hands here. There's a coming together of you and someone, or another business or something like that. So, and it does need communications. It does need communications. What's going out in the lessons of this week here? Allow your fire to dance with passion in your life of your financial side. What I think it's trying to do here, and I think this is what the energy possibly is trying to do for you as well, and we'll see that in a minute with the elements. I think it's trying to give you a work-play balance. It's almost as if like the energy can see that it's a little bit tricky on the relationship side, and on your financial side, it's allowing you to breathe, to open up, to really be yourself and stuff like that. So, it's allow your passions to be a driving force within your communications. Okay, on your karmic path, you get the 10 of Wands. I think you've done a lot. I think you've got everything ready. It's a pivotal point, as I said. You've accumulated a lot in what you've been doing in the way of knowledge, understanding, experiences, and everything like that. And you're carrying almost a little bit too much. And this is why I think you need to drop a few things and start concentrating on one aspect. So you might have done a degree at a university in a certain thing, but then you also had experience in another company that was slightly different to your degree. And it's probably, the degree is the less important thing to put forward in a job interview. It's more your experience that you've already done within the company, because you're really passionate about it. And that's the sort of thing. So when you're talking about your business, it's like not trying to get everything everything out now. It's trying to get the important key things out. And this is where it's, it's almost like your karmic path is telling you to do a bit of streamlining in your life. Yeah, as a connection to the universe, the offerings that's coming in, that's connecting to this card here, it's a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities for you. I think it's a doorway that opens up for you, and when this doorway opens, then all of a sudden, because you've been concentrating on one thing, all of a sudden it opens up to a lot more for you. So it's signing a contract with one company will make other companies look at you and kind of go, actually, I'd like that company, I like, Leo's company to sort of supply me with this, that and the other. And all of a sudden you get a lot of other contracts, if you know what I mean. So it's opening one door. Yeah, and this is your past. So you've got this, this is where you can turn, literally, I think this here is where from your past and you've done the good work. I think you can literally just put your foot on the accelerator at any given moment to really allow your passions to come through and bring you the results. In regards to your financial side. Of what you're dealing with in the future. It's almost as if you've got a situation that you've already dealt with one time, and so you know how to deal with it, and that's where you can start applying on your passions. In your future self, you get the 7 of Swords. Now I had this sort of like playing smart, and then it's kind of like lying, cheating, scheming sort of thing come in. It seems here that you've got to be like anything in business. If your company goes into business with another company, or you go into a job, take on a new job, you know what it's like. You got to make sure this handshake here. You've got to make sure the contract is right for you. So you don't want to accept a job and then sort of accept a job that's sort of saying, yeah, it's 35 hours of the week, working week, and it turns out to be 48. And you kind of go, well, that's not really what it's another 2 days of work, really, of what I was thinking of doing. And that's why, I think you've got to be very, very clear about it. Very, very clear about it. About what you're going in this deal here. Allow your passions to flow. I think this is it. I think when you're dealing with a contract or a possible new job and so forth, I think you have to be adamant about things in a way, but be passionately adamant about things. Sort of almost shining out, sort of saying, this is a 35. They say it's a 35-hour week. There may be some overtime. And, you might turn around and sort of say in the interview and sort of say, well, in my experience, in my last job, and it was really good, the more we were concentrating on certain areas and only doing the 35-hour week and really streamlining a lot of things, we increased productivity without increasing hours of work, which is better for the company because the company spends less money to employ me, and etc. And it just makes you shine a little bit, because you can use your passions from within you in order to get what you want. Because finally, at the end, you only want the 35-hour working week. So that's what you're sort of driving towards. Let's just see how it plays out on the elements for you. So let's just bring up the sun. So here we have the sun from last week. There was a slight X-flare eruption down there. There has been an X-flare that comes off of this sunspot here, but it is facing Earth. It came off in this direction here, directly towards the Earth, but there's not a great deal of plasma attached to it, so I don't think it's going to do major interference. If anything, it's only going to increase the air in the Earth system, and the air in the Earth system this time here is subdriven by the fire, by your passions. Air and fire is brilliant. It goes very well together. You need one with the other. So I think this is driving a little bit more sort of passionate. There was a lot of filament eruptions. Now that's water energy, and we do go into it in the energy update. And this water energy, which you can see just around here, it's just been filament got erupted. It's not hitting the earth. There has been some, but very minor ones that sort of like just gave the earth a bit of a drink of water more than anything else. But this one here was quite big, and it went off to the side, and as it goes past the earth, it creates that static electricity as well. So therefore we're going to have an accumulation of air, water, then fire, then earth, as far as I can see, although the earth is coming back a little bit. So we're going to be mainly looking at combinations of air and water within your sign. So let's have a look here. If you want to see more about the energy updates, messages from the earth, chakra sequencing and that sort of thing, then you know, go and see the energy update. It'll be all on there. The main crossing point is this point here. This is the one that really concerns me. Well, it doesn't concern me. It's the one I'd like to look at. It's that crossing point between the cardinal air from Libra and the cardinal water from Cancer that comes down into your relationship side, just above your karmic path. And it's how your karmic path projects into the future. So we're going to be looking at that and seeing how that's playing into this card here, and this card here, and also how it combines with this one here. So we'll be pulling 3 cards on that sort of section there. The other thing I want to look at as well is this air that comes in from Sagittarius, and it's mutable. So this is what's going to allow you to, with your passions of your fire here, with your fixed passions, you're going to be able to play with the ideas within you. So you can play with your passion and help your passion to be a driving force behind you as you go forward into, you know, into your deals and so forth that you want to be making this week here. Okay, so let's just pull a few cards on that in regards to the messages that's coming out there. Let's just see where we got. Here we go, just moving them out of the way so we can see clearly. We're going to be looking at this crossing point here. First of all, seeing what that energy is coming in, because it's going to be the air crossing with the fire. And this is where I think there's a little bit of that frustration you've got to be a little bit wary about. 8 of Cups. Yeah, I think you need to be curious about the decision you've made, and I think you need to stand by it. And that's what the energy is telling you to do. And I think it's backing you up. And that's what I said earlier on. I think you need to be sort of like almost curious, sort of saying, if I stick by my guns, how's this going to play out? You know, that could be the ultimate goal for you. Yeah, you got the Hangman here. So we've got the Hangman in this crossing point. It's seeing how things go. And it's like, this is what I said earlier on, is sort of like, I think with the energies, you can easily turn around and kind of go, do you not want to come? Okay, that's fine, no worries. If you do want to come, just tell me. I'm going to go anyway, and stuff like that. And I think you just need to see how things pan out. You're not testing anyone, just seeing how things pan out. And the devil is in the detail. That's coming down onto your karmic path. And there is some people that's going to disappoint you, but I wouldn't worry about that, because those people there, those people who are going to disappoint you, you're only making room for people who are very, you know, who are in line with you in your life, really in line with you in your life. So let's just see how that water is affecting it that's coming in from Cancer. You got the 3 of Cups. It comes up here with the Queen of Cups as well. It comes on the financial sort of side as it comes down to here where you see things in a different light. It's bringing in that 3 of Cups there. It's almost bringing it into your, as I said, the energy I think is trying to balance things out and allowing this, the financial side to be a lot more sort of joyous, buoyant, happy, happy-go-lucky sort of a thing for you. Let's just see what's happening with the air coming in. 3 of Swords. This is interesting. 3 of Swords. Just being, okay, so don't let your frustrations certainly come out on your financial side. You don't want to fire up on the financial side. You want to be a lot, very, very fluid. And I think that's probably why you get the 2 3s on there. Let's just see, I want to see, that's from the influence on the outside. Let's see what the crossing point is in the middle here, above your karmic path here. and you get the Wheel of Fortune. I think this is this. Okay, so you have 2 threes here. You have the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. So the 3 of Cups here and the 3 of Swords. Okay, so these are almost 2 opposites. And what it's sort of saying here is, yeah, put your joy and happiness into your career path, your business, or whatever you're doing, but don't allow yourself to get emotionally attached. Don't allow yourself to get emotionally attached, because then you become dependent upon that other business, company, situation. And that will then start spinning the Wheel of Fortune in your favour, where you can really choose the direction that is good for you. So, there you go, Leo. Hope you get the best out of these readings. Don't forget about the energy update, as I said earlier on. I will see you there, or I'll see you here, whichever way it is. Thank you for all the support you give to this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.